chances are it's gonna break. We're gonna lose fish, we might get lost. There's a possibility of us running out of gas. But that's all okay if we can at least get the opportunity to dominate one of these little hidden West Texas honey holes. Got him. That's a 10. We did it.
No way!
Oh! Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got him. Big one. It was all worth it, dude. Oh, that's a toad. Put it there.
Nice.
This is one of those moments where it all is worth it. Woo! Let's go, baby. This is the West Texas we were after, man. Let's go. Good morning, wieners. Why isn't that shutting? Forget it. Good morning, wieners. Welcome to day number 3. We are moments away from hitting the road and getting out of Dodge. We were anticipating staying here for a couple of days, but this lake is so low right now that it's pretty much at the 8% of its fullest potential, meaning there's no water in it, and it made it very easy to fish yesterday. Caught some good ones, caught 2 5-pounders, cannot complain, but I think there's greener pastures, so we are packing up everything here at this site and headed another hour and 30 southwest to a new location. The West Texas tour continues. Dot number 3 underway.
We out here.
Let's go get a big one.
Let's do it.
Remember how it was like, what's in the 70s we heard when we were here last time, wasn't it? It was cool. Yeah. Because we were surprised how cool it was. Is this it? Is this it? Swimming away from us. I'm gonna get you. He's on it. Got him. Big one. Giant, dude. Absolute giant. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Finally. It was all worth it, dude. Oh my god, look where it ended up. I didn't even have him hooked. He sucked it down so deep it went on the other side of his gill. About a 7-pounder. It's a good fish. It's not that. Oh yeah, it is. It's 7. Yeah, right under the surface. And again, I could tell for sure it was going to be a bass.
Really?
Yeah. Like that. 7-1. A quality bass, but still not the West Texas Goliath we are after. Take a look at his eye too. He's actually blind. That's probably why he ate it. Only the blind fish will eat my lure. Solid fish. Crazy thing too is when that fish ate, he wasn't even hooked in the mouth anywhere. He had sucked that jig in so much that the jig was on the outside of the gill, like it went in its mouth and then back out the other side. These fish have such power, they don't even need to move on the bait, they just open up their mouths and use that suckage to grab the swim jig. I'm gonna get her back in the water. Thank you. See you later, old girl. Thank you for biting. Make sure she's good. Alright. Oh, look at the freaking head on that thing. It's a quality bass. And she's gone. Beautiful. Woo. We freaking needed that. Let's go! So Grant and I actually fished this like a while ago, and originally I think it fished pretty shallow. A lot of guys in the summertime throw big worms and soft plastics up in the shallow brush, but things have changed. The water's up by like a significant amount, probably like, I don't know, 7 feet. It's really, really healthy now. It was lacking water. I think it was at like 15 or 17% pool. which is a lot better opposed to the one that we fished previously, which was 8% pool. But this water's dirty, it's pretty deep, it's got good rock, it's got good brush. It reminds me like of a lake that you would find in Mexico, like one of those big bass fisheries. And it's got a lot of big fish in it, like a lot of big fish. As you can see, our first fish was a 7. And you know, I don't want to downplay that fish's mightiness, but that's a squeak compared to what is in here and under the boat. So we are using our fancy electronics to find these fish in the depths. They're roaming around. Some of them are on brush, some of them are relating to actual cover, but there is a lot of them, and a lot of the big ones are just kind of on the move. It's weird. It's a weird fishery for sure. I can't really explain it other than it is strange. But we're just trying to get over these fish's heads and see if they'll eat. Got him. That was insane. Nope, not at all. Not at all. That was crazy. 8 on the way down. Oh, it's not that big. What the hell do I have? Oh, that's a good one. It's a good fish. Wow, it's a good fish. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That's a toad, dude. That is a toad, dude.
What in the world?
I didn't even see that fish. I was just casting at one that was way out there, and I just like felt my swim jig stop dropping, and this absolute toad crushed it. Probably close to 8 pounds, dude. Get away on this old girl. 8 pounds, 4 ounces. Nice. It's a unit. Got a 7 and an 8 today. This is the West Texas we were after, man. This right here. Look at the freaking dimensions on that fish. So fat. They look like pre-spawn fish, but these bass are nowhere near filling up with eggs. Such a long one too.
I missed them.
Oh my gosh. Grab her tail, get some water through her gills. She'll let me know when she's ready. Come on. There she goes. Quick release. Bye-bye. Back into the mud pit where she belongs. Whew. It's not that big, no. That's right. We're closing out today's video with some SpongeBob, some Mickeys, and a couple of Blue Diamond elote almonds, courtesy of Caleb.
Yes.
He put us on. Very good day. We were not fully anticipating staying at this lake today. We're thinking about posting up at a different lake tonight, but seeing as we saw some big fish today, we did catch a 7 and a freaking 8-pound largemouth. I think we're gonna give it a good try tomorrow. It's gonna be very windy, which sucks, but regardless, there's big fish in there. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a bit of a grind, but if we can get 5 good bites tomorrow, I think it'll all be worth it. And maybe, just maybe, in a few hours, Grant and I will catch ourselves a true Texas behemoth. Good night, farewell, and I'll catch you in the morning. Peace. Setting off the alarm this morning.
There's nothing worse than a fire alarm at 7 in the morning just ringing your ears.
This might be our earliest start of the whole trip. It is 7 a.m. We just rolled out of bed. I'm making eggs and bacon tacos for the boys because I'm just that nice. I'm just that great of a guy. I'm not only a guy, but I'm a chef.
You are.
Unbelievable.
You're quite the chef.
Quite the chef, not very good guy. Lacking in the guide department. But the beautiful thing about today is we get to revisit the lake in which we caught a 7 and an 8 at. And we get to fish it for the entire day. Literally, we are making breakfast, hanging out, chilling 100 yards away from the boat ramp. This is one of the reasons why I got this camper, so we could do stuff like this. Oh, what is that, a dog? Hey,
Yeah.
look at the dog.
It's coming.
Oh, come here! Come here! Let's give him some bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon. Bacon, boy, get it. Or girl, I don't know, I haven't seen what's under here. Is it a boy? He's a sweet dog. Ugh. It's always scary seeing a dog timid like that. It makes you wonder what they came from. Yeah, the mom's gonna get something out. Wow. Bacon. 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 I mean a bacon, dude. Oh. Oh. Finally. That's a good one. Freaking 5 hours later, we got our first fish in the boat. But it's a giant. That's why you come out here. Man, that's a big one, dude. And look how he ate it too. Just choked it. You guys probably wonder why we've been grinding it out on this mud hole for so long, but this is the reason. The meat. That West Texas meat, that thing absolutely sucked it down. I've been chasing them for a while. They're very faint on the graph when they move, so you have to just kind of keep following and just use your instincts on, you know, if that's a fish or not. That's probably gonna go 8. First fish of the day, and it's a bite like that.
I've never jumped up so fast. I was dreaming.
Hopefully your dream was a good bite, because I think it just came true. What a beauty. Let's get him on the scale. Wow, biggest one of the trip.
What do you got?
812. 2 8-pounders in this lake. Quality stuff, an absolute chunk of a bass. These fish are so cool. When they get to a certain size, they just look crazy, and they fight so hard too. In this lake especially, we're having to use 20 and 25-pound test, 8-foot heavy rods. You know, these fish require a bit of an upgrade when it comes to the gear. Back in the water she goes. Thank you for biting, old girl. You just brought some life back into the day. Always let them swim off. Never just toss them back. These big ones use all their energy and might, and we want someone else to catch that fish. Or we catch that fish when she's 12 pounds. Let's freaking go. Let's keep cranking. What you guys don't see in these videos is the lull. Obviously, we don't want to put in 3 or 4 hours of straight not catching anything and just casting. I mean, Grant was literally asleep at the wheel. I was also passed out prior. I mean, it's low and slow, and honestly, if I'm being 100% truthful, it can be very boring. You know, sitting in here in 20 feet of water in literally the dirtiest water we've fished this trip, and throwing baits over what could be a carp or what could be a bass is not the most exciting thing ever. But what is exciting is when that fish does bite. That moment, that split second that can just completely turn a really terrible day and make it amazing. That kind of 180 effect. So, and the other thing that's keeping us going too is knowing that there is many double digits in this body of water. We've yet to catch one. I definitely think we've gotten close. We've seen some bigger fish that look much larger than the mark that I saw on my screen earlier. And all it takes is just putting in that time and grinding and figuring out exactly where they are. They're scattered. They're not necessarily clumped up. I mean, that fish was roaming very high in the water column in deep water. So it's almost like there's no rhyme or reason, but the key is just kind of keep looking and keep dedicating those casts to catching a big one. Anyway, it's freaking almost 1 p.m. Hopefully this evening bite is better than the morning bite, because the morning bite sucked. It's huge.
Is that a paddlefish?
No. It's a giant cat.
Is it?
Yeah. Huge flathead. Oh Jesus, you're right there. We just saw something floating. Look, go right next to it. I want to see it. It might have something in its mouth. It looks fresh. Go. Looks like a red tail. Oh my God. I'm gonna weigh this thing. It's been dead for a minute.
It has been?
I think so. It does look like, holy shit. Did you grab my scale out of there?
Where is it?
Oh, okay, it smells. Never mind.
It smells like
It's stinky.
that's gotta be 30 something pounds.
Yeah, that's huge. Never know what you'll find floating in the lake. I was gonna weigh him, but that thing is decaying. It smells like poo-poo. And I have it on my hands. I got the poo-poo on my hands. Ugh. Ugh. It's just not pass. That looks so fishy though, especially when I started swimming. There's two.
Yeah.
Two big fish. Got him. Got him. Bacon, 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 bacon. Coming up to jump. Oh, it's a giant, dude. Giant, yeah. It's a bacon. It's a bacon. Come here. Got him? Holy sh**, dude. Another pig.
Jeez.
Oh. There was 3 of them down there.
Just came out.
No, I did not get a good hook set. He thumped it though.
I saw him chasing.
Woo, look at that blimp. Look at the gut on that thing. Such a grind. Fish number 2 of the day, and it might be bigger than the first.
Insane.
There was 3 all about that size down there. We took 100 casts on these fish, and then finally, I think when they got grouped up, they got a little aggressive. Bite number 2 of the day, and it's a mega. Let's do the honors. Hand me the scale real quick.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Definitely bigger than the last one. Any guesses?
9.4. 9.2.
I'm gonna say 9.8. Whew. It's a beast. 9.5. Dang. That is an absolute unit. A 9 and an 8 today. This is more like the fish we were after. Not quite long enough to be that elusive double digit, but a giant fish nonetheless.
Fought like a mofo.
Dude, that thing threw down way harder than the 8, like way harder. Let's go, dude.
It wasn't even past bar.
No, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, it was just tension.
It was literally just tension.
I got the
grabbed it, it came out.
I got the worst hook set. Freaking beauty. This specific type of largemouth that is out here, which is, I believe, F1 or Sherlunker strain, is just built different. These fish are like genetically engineered to be absolute brutes, the kings of this water. They will bully everything else in here, even the catfish, man. They are crazy aggressive, and they are so much fun, and they get really big. This is probably not even that old of fish, but you know, just because of their growth rate and their genetics, they do grow pretty fast. Look at that fish in the water. I literally think this thing's girth is longer than its freaking length. It's only a 23-inch fish. There she goes, she's ready. Literally, that fish disappears into the mud abyss. This is what we needed. Shout out to Grant for grabbing that fish. We had a bit of net technical difficulties. Honestly, nets, I feel like lose more fish than trying to grab them. Grabbing them is like the way to go, but we do have the net just in case. Put her there, Caleb. Boom. Let's keep eating. Bacon. Oh yeah, nice one. Nice one, dude. Oh, snapped you off. What's up with that line? Doesn't sound good.
I don't know. It's too tight.
How big was that?
Big one.
That was giant. What happened?
I don't know. I couldn't press
sounded-
the button. There was so much pressure.
This line sounds
That fish
gnarly.
tried to go down, and it just snapped.
This is super frayed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it wasn't the fish. It was just the line. Lines. Look, it's all gunked up.
Is it?
Look, feel it. Yeah. There's some weak spots in it for sure. Oh well, keep casting. No, I got it. I got it. Oh my god. Over here?
Yeah.
I was asleep. It's a good one though. Wow, that thing threw down.
Finally.
Sorry, let me just get the sleep out of my eyes. I was literally napping. You say it's not a giant, but that's like probably an 8-pounder.
At least.
It's all right. We can use the clip where I'm snoring. Dude, nice
Dude,
job.
I
Put her
chased
there.
out. It was this far under the surface for 5 minutes. Caleb came up and started watching. He's like, dude, that's a giant. And then it just freaked out and ate it out of nowhere. I took
That's a heavy fish.
20 casts on it.
Really?
Finally.
Chased it down. These fish are so stupid. It's not like one lake where you go to and like you say you catch a couple fish and people just assume like what you call like a couple 2 and 3 pounders. Like you come out here and you catch like 5 fish, 4 fish, but they're all enormous. You will not find fish like this in most Texas lakes.
812.
Oh my gosh, it's freaking hot. Almost 9 pounds. Oh my Lord. If you go to a lake, let's say in Illinois or even some of these Texas lakes and you catch a bass, they won't look quite like this. These fish are very tall, they're very young. Most people would guess this is like a 15-year-old fish, but if I had to guess, this fish is maybe 6 or 7 years old. But they have rapid growth lakes in these lakes, in these bodies of water, and we've got really good Department of Natural Resources here in Texas, and they do a good job of stocking these fish, maintaining the fisheries, so that we can come out here and enjoy this. And the most important aspect of what we're doing here is we're putting all these fish back. We're documenting, we're showing you guys these bass, and then we're releasing them so you can come here and do the same. Don't want to steal any thunder, but I just want to talk about that.
It's been a little bit of a slow stretch for me, but one bite is all it takes to make up for all that slowness and breaking off my previous fish. Another Texas dude. She was ready to go. That was fun.
Dude, our best 5 for the past 2 days, and like I said, we barely got the fish yesterday, so really I'll count this as one day. 42 pounds and 3 ounces.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty good sack. Our smallest fish is a 7-pounder. That's so stupid. Let's get that double digit.
I'm in the exact same spot.
Literally,
as I
that's why.
was last night.
It's my turn, and you're watching this exact same thing.
It's because there is absolutely no better way to end a great day of fishing besides some spongy and some ranch waters.
Before we get
and some chili here in a second.
No one heard a single word you said.
Sponge, do the sponge. Do the sponge.
How do you pause this, dude?
I don't know, it's unpausable.
It's unpausable.
It's not meant to be paused, bro.
Dude, we had, in the past, literally less than 24 hours of fishing, we caught 42 pounds of bass. Not too many times I've gone out fishing where I can say my smallest fish has been 7 pounds. I don't know who brought this up, whether it be Grant or Caleb, but we really haven't caught too many small fish. We haven't caught a lot of fish, but our few and far between bites have been really good. So we're blessed in that sense. It's been very much a grind, but that is kind of how the West Texas dream goes, is you come out here with the ambition of looking for a fish of a lifetime. And we came pretty damn close today. A 9-pounder is nothing to complain about. And we got that 9 paired with an 8. Grant even lost one. I lost some bites as well too. So who knows what the next day will entail. We might stay here or move to a different body of water. It's fun like figuring out a lake and spending multiple days out there, but there is greener pastures, there are more waters out there that need to be fished. So we're kind of figuring that out right now in the camper. We got it all hooked up, the generator's running. I've got chili on the pot, Bob on the TV, Grant in the rotting position. It's always fun. This is a good group of guys. Caleb, myself, and Grant have been on some really good sends recently. Every time we link up, it's always a very fishy experience. Even aside from the fishing, this is fun. Like being in the camper, getting out there, exploring, trying new stuff, you know, fishing new waters and stepping outside that kind of DFW bubble is fun. And being out here in the boonies is nice. I mean, this morning we woke up and we had stray dogs eating leftover steak. Like, you can't do that. Well, maybe you can do it in the suburbs, but my point is you can't really do that anywhere else. Like, just to have moments like that in strange instances and where, you know, that normally wouldn't happen outside of the boonies. But we're peacing out, signing out. Hopefully tomorrow brings some fishier success. Good morning, Wieners. welcome back. It is day number, I think, 5 on the WST, West Texas Tour. I was up there working on the camper this morning, and I said, Grant, here's the keys. I tossed him the boat keys, and I said, you get out there and do some fishing. Sure enough, he was out here for literally like less than an hour and a half, and he stuck himself a nice 7-pounder. He sends this big mouth in the group chat with the swim jig gone. Today's conditions are perfect. This is pretty much gonna be our last day on the tour, and we're going to take full advantage of it. It is flat calm on this big bass factory, and we're gonna see if maybe we can make it happen. Grant already got started early. He got a 7. It was a 7-pounder, 7-1, and he's like,
real hard.
I bet, dude, that's what 7-pounders do. So, are we gonna catch more fish after that, or was that bad luck?
No, I was seeing other ones,
really?
And yeah, that one was literally like a foot from the boat, and I just kept going like this on his head.
You ice fished it?
No, not actually. I kept casting on. I was like, this is a bass right here. And it was just sitting there, and then it smoked it. And there's some other ones in the area too. So we'll
good. You're gonna guide me today?
Yeah. I'll show you the spot.
All right, Wieners, let's get it cracked off. Last day. Let's make it count. Wasn't so big. Little guy. Stinky little bit. It's all good, I got him. Nice. There's a couple down there. All right, buddy. Well, he hammered it though. It's crazy to think 3-pounders are smallest fish by about 4 pounds.
That ain't a 3-pounder.
Maybe 4. First fish of the day for me. Getting a lot better start than yesterday morning. We had nothing for the first like 5 hours, and already got 2 fish in the boat. Decent little stinky one. We'll take him though. A bite's a bite.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Give him the Rackley sniff. Mwah. Bye-bye. Cool beans. Oh my God. Knew it was a fish. God, he sucked it down. I don't know how I didn't hook that thing. Come on, BNF one and dumb. Oh, yes, hit it again. Holy sh! Holy. That is insane.
Which one is
I think he's on the bottom now. I've properly tweaked him out.
he? Coming back up?
I know, yeah, it's him coming back up.
No way.
Yep. Good one. Good one.
Take your time.
Ooh. Ate it 3 times. Oh, it's not that big. It's a good one though. Ate it 3 times. Jesus. There we go. My second fish of the day. Not as big as the ones we were catching yesterday, but dude, they're still big. Just popped out of its mouth. Wow, I'm sure you guys saw it on camera. That fish bit me 3 times.
It doesn't happen very often.
No, even on this lake, it doesn't happen that often. This is a perfect fish for a like myself. Wow, that's crazy. Probably about a 5-pounder, 4.5-pounder, quality fish. Nice and pale, but big, green, and mean. Love it. Let's get some more. Oh, sweet. It's been caught before.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like a lot of these have.
Well, Grant's up there casting at 15-pounders. I figured this would be a nice little moment to share with you guys how we're catching fish. I do such a terrible job of kind of shedding some light on exactly what we're doing. To be quite frank and transparent, what we're doing is pretty technical to just forward-facing fishing, and I know there's a huge controversy whether you think it's cheating, whether you think it's the greatest thing on earth. One thing is for sure, that it works, and it's worked for me in the past, and it especially works in bodies of water like this that do get pressured and also just have fish that set up weird. Like normally coming to this lake, I would rush to the bank, I'd rush towards cover, I'd fish tight to trees, tight to rocks, but for whatever reason, these big fish are just loafing around and they're not really paired up. There's a couple times where we've seen fish quote unquote schooled up and just sitting, but for the most part, they're lonesome, which would make sense because this is the Lone Star State. Anyway, this is what we're doing. We're using a swim jig, but not in the traditional way. We're taking these 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce big, heavy white swim jigs. We're cutting the weed guard off so we have a better hookup ratio. And we're throwing little 3.8-inch swimmers. This in particular is a saucy swimmer in electric shad. It's very dirty water. I'm talking like 2 inches of visibility. So what we're having to do is getting that bait really close to the fish. It's not gonna be like a clear water fishery where that bass is gonna come up and chase that lure from 10 feet away. It doesn't mean that they don't do that. The fish in here and fish all over have a really strong sense of like lateral line. So they actually feel commotion, they'll feel movement in the water column, and they don't even actually use their eyes to eat. But I think with these fish being very lazy and with the water being extremely dirty, we're having to get right over their heads. So we're taking these big heavy jigs and we're tying them on heavy setups. Like normally a swim jig rod would be like a 7-foot or 7.2, but in this case we're using 8-foot and 7'9" casting gear, tying it up with 20-pound test. The lighter the line, the faster that bait's gonna sink down there and get in front of the fish, so we have a much easier chance of having the opportunity to catch one. High speed reels. These fish are genetically engineered to kick anglers' asses. So a lot of times you'll have fish that bite it and run right to the boat. So you have to be able to catch up that line and keep tension. So we're using 8-to-1 gear ratio and 9-to-1 gear ratio. What? Throw it at him again. This is usually when we get a bite, when I'm like sitting crisscross applesauce talking to you guys about lures. But fast gear ratio reels, big, long, heavy rods. The long rods are nice too, because the longer the rod we have, the farther we can get out on some of those fish. So while this probably isn't the best info for a bank angler, if you do like fishing and using your graph, this is an effective way to get fish in clean water and dirty water. It's a tried and true technique here in Texas, and I imagine it's probably gonna get more and more popular throughout the United States. Caleb and I were even doing this technique for smallmouth up in Maine. A lot of times those fish just want to see something different other than a drop shot and a Ned rig. So bulk it up, try something interesting. I think, you know, we could be throwing something maybe a little bit better, but it's been working for us. And, you know, like I said, we caught 42 pounds of fish the other day. So it's tough to really experiment when you know that you are getting success on the gear you have. But I was hoping maybe I could keep talking so you could catch one and interrupt me, but how's it looking? That's it. That's the tools of the trade. If you guys want to get out here and do some fishing, take some notes, and do just this. You might catch your biggest fish ever. Oh God, that is a bass. Wow. Did he chase it?
Yeah, he turned around, dude.
Oh, he's. This could be the fish. If you get that thing to bite, we may be going home. Did it again. Oh my God, that is unreal. You're gonna get him to eat. You're gonna get him to eat. You're gonna get him to eat. They may just do this. Sit on them all freaking day until they'll eat.
Ding!
Yeah, dude.
Holy
It wouldn't be a ding, it'd be a bong!
Epic.
Oh, it is.
I truly believe that is the first time.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. God, that thing is on a mission to get the away from us. I don't think I've ever cast on a fish so many. Got him. Unreal. How big? Oh, it's big. It's big. It's big. Let her go. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, it's giant. It's giant. Holy sh. Oh, that thing's big, dude. Yes. Put her there, man. That's a 10. We did it.
No way!
How long were we following that fish for?
15 minutes.
You shaking?
Yeah.
I'm shaking.
What just happened?
What just happened is we stuck it out on the final day, and I think we just got the fish we've been after. It might be bigger. We both looked at the graph too. We're like, that's a 10. That's a 10. We kept saying to ourselves, that's a 10. That's a 10. Dude.
She ate it.
Oh my God, that's bigger than 10, dude.
You think?
Yeah, it's gonna be close to 11, I think.
Really?
I think so. Look at that fish, bro. Congrats, man. Congrats.
No way.
Dude. 11-3, let's go. Oh! Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Congrats, man. That's unbelievable.
Look at that thing.
11-pounder.
I have 0 words right now, but this is the fish we've been out here for forever, for all day, every day, and it just freaking happened. 11-pound bass. It's been a long time.
We're gonna get some pictures of this fish and send him on its way. We got him in the water right now, so she's 100% good. Grant and I had followed that fish around for 20 minutes, so stubborn. I was casting it, Grant was casting. We probably took close to 30 to 40 casts over this fish's head. Perfect cast. And Grant just like dropped it. Would you drop it?
She was coming towards the boat, and I dropped the swim jig right in her nose, and I just saw the flash. Boom! Got it.
Let's get some
Came
pictures.
out in the net.
This is it. This is our final fish of the trip, and it just so happened to be the one we've been chasing after for 5 days. Congratulations to Grant, and yeah, man, this is one of those moments where it all is worth it. Woo! Let's go, baby.
God dang, what a stud. One last look. 11-pounder. Get her back to where she came from. Insane. Last few moments of daylight. She chewed. Here she goes. Like it's nothing, babe.
That's it, man. Let's go home. Can't top that, homie. Can't top that. There's some times where I'm like, maybe you could top it, like ending the day on a 7. Maybe you could top that. 11-pounder, nah, I don't think so. That's literally one of the biggest bass. Actually, that's the biggest bass that's ever been caught in this boat. Really? Yeah, 11 pounds for sure. My biggest hump at that point was a 10. Unbelievable. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this West Texas tour. If you guys want to see Grant and I go on more tours like this, whether it be East Texas, South Texas, North Texas, or go outside and explore maybe a state that you live in, drop a comment down below. Your feedback matters, and I'm always reading through the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate the view. Shout out to Caleb, shout out to Grant, shout out to this beautiful little cutout piece of Big Bass Wonderland. Signing out, peace out, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. As always, folks, keep fishing.